up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. I just wanted to say in advance, thank you for stopping by, or supporters. I'm going to say fam, I don't want to say fans. But shout out to my YouTube fam and my podcast fan that have supported me by listening or watching, basically the cover art and listening to the video podcast to YouTube. And also I appreciate, we're going to say thanks in advance to people who will listen to in the future. I appreciate all the support, where it's been 1, 2, or 40 videos, or all 80 plus podcasts that have done so far. Okay. So anyways, I always want to say this for the new people who will be listening in advance, just to let y'all know. This is a bonus podcast, and the bonus podcast is for a limited YouTube series that I made up for, that I started October 8th, my birthday last year, and I plan on having my last video October 8th, 2020, for this year, of course. And all it is just making a video per day. It's not stuck to one subject or whatever. And some of them may be random, from story times to talking about entertainment, or, both, or, just other things, things that catch my attention, and going from there. So it's not limited to just, it has to be a video where I have to show my face or make a blog. I haven't made any blogs actually, but just talking to YouTube or anything like that. So that's what it is. And also, I use speakers, creative, speaker recording app. I said act. To create these lovely podcasts. You may hear notifications, since I'm using this from the phone, or clicks if I'm going to Google or something like that. So I just also wanted to put that there. And this should be like day 96, I think 95 yesterday. Yesterday podcast was like 20 minutes, and usually I run to like almost during there the exact time, which I have around about 45 minutes. But since it was 10 something at night, and it's, it was the time which I try to make a video per day, before midnight of the next day, I kind of did a quicker version so I can upload it in time, just in case it was an error that I have to re-upload it again or something. It's 2:04 a.m. on January 11th, 2020. So again, I'm back to pre-recording again, because I prefer that instead of doing it, later in the day, and because usually 9 times out of 10 I record is usually during or around the time where I'm about to, here we go. I don't know why I always yawn. Well, I was going to yawn anyway, even if I did this earlier in the day. But yeah, so I wanted to finally get back to trying to do, if I can, podcasts at the night. So today, just to start off with, I wanted to post, go to Instagram.com. I said Instagram. And if you are on there, follow soul_extra_. Okay. Let me make sure I got this correct. I don't want to be sitting here. Okay. Of course, I'm doing too much. Okay. soul_extra_blog. And, it's not like, different spelling words anyway. The way I said it is just the way it is. So, they talk about entertainment, ask questions, and so forth, run contests. Go check them out and follow. There was a post that, she had posted, I think it's one lady that, actually, is over that, particular Instagram page. And I did not know, and today, January 11th, is Human Trafficking Awareness Day. So I reposted and commented. I think it's very important, because the real reality, before I get into other stories, is human trafficking has been out for a very, very, very long time. But now recently, since like this summer and these past several months, I've been seeing more and more awareness, like, yeah, it's more common, or you got more people, and you have to watch out, y'all, because this is not just happening where you had to look out for men. You sometimes have to look out for females too, women, and women, whatever, that because not is a predator is not always in a form of a man, okay, or a male, period. So you have to be careful surroundings. You have to be careful so forth. It's just, I just want to bring awareness to that, awareness, and like I said, human trafficking. It is, there was, like I said, I think it was last year, beginning of last month, because I live here in Michigan, that over 60 something people were arrested in a use a human trafficking ring. And damn near about half of the people, it was 50, 60 people they caught, and they showed all the damn mugshots of these damn monsters. Majority of them, damn near half of them were women. And some of them men, just disgusting ass fuckers. I gotta put explicit on my stuff. But yeah, I'm just, letting y'all know, like I said, they had it up, it's the Detroit, Metro Detroit area. I mean, it's surrounding Detroit, is outside Detroit, whatever, like suburb, whatever, outside, in their area. So just to let y'all know that, and I think they're still doing more searches. But yeah, that was that it wasn't an eye opener because I was not surprised, So, like I said, it's something that we need to bring more awareness to. If y'all get a chance to Google and try to purchase or / rent the movie in the skin they're in, okay, let me make sure that it's the right name of the movie, because it deals with the pimp of the life of property, but it's kind of like the same thing has to do in the skin. I'm going to see if that's the right skin film. I'm trying to make sure. No, that's not it. In the skin. Okay. Skin and okay. Now I see that. I don't want to get the wrong damn movie and be some damn movie that'd be some horror fit. Okay. This was very important. This came out 2018, and I have mentioned in podcasts before about Jayla, the self-esteem queen, who is a phenomenal person who has been working for years originally. I think she's retired not too long ago, but talking about human trafficking and so forth, and helping, where she has a nonprofit which is like the Move, where they sell candles. I think she's going to make some more candles, but that's there for a nonprofit. And like I said, I have talked to her in one conversation before. Actually, I spoke to her over the phone. She called when I was talking about health, and it was a wonderful call. So occasionally, she kind of, when I get back to doing my reviews of Life at the Lockup, she responds to that, and sometimes occasionally we respond to each other through Instagram. And she has her own story to tell what she went through. Like I said, she was the podcast from, I don't want to just say Melissa Ford, like I can't remember the other lady's name, but I don't want to mess it up. And it's a podcast, I'm Here for the Food. And she's talking, and I still need to watch it so I can talk about it, maybe in a possible podcast or a video on YouTube. And just to give a clear, was like I said, I think it's a movie that people should watch. And okay, since I still think like it's very important to watch movies like this, because it is a human trafficking drama. And just to make a long story short, I just see a little bit of it. But like I said, a former prostitute tries to help a woman save her 15-year-old daughter from a human trafficking ring. So like I said, if you get a chance, like I said, you can even actually purchase, okay, like I said, I need to watch the movie too. It's a movie, buy it, and it's actually like, okay, you can get it from YouTube, for example. You purchase right on YouTube for $3.99, $4. I don't know if it's rent or purchase, but like I said, to watch the movie. But you Amazon Prime Video, Google Play in TV, and Vudu, which is V as in vulture, U as an umbrella, D as in dog, and U as an umbrella. where you can, possibly, I don't know if it's purchase or rent the film. But yeah, I think it's very important. Like I said, I gotta watch myself, so at least it was good that I looked at this as well. Okay. Alright. Okay, let me go into a little bit more of the synopsis. But yeah, that's pretty much, even though that was a short little thing, I do think that is good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can rent it, okay, for HD or Amazon Prime Video. If you want to purchase, say, this download, because it's a rental for 30 days, watching this video in 40 hours to finish once it started. Okay, rental includes 30 days to start watching, 48 to follow. This is, like I say, I'm looking at Amazon Prime right now. And if you want to purchase this movie, it's $10. It's worth it. Okay, there's also more purchase items. So you can rent it. I guess regular film is not HD. That's the $3.99. And for HD, it's $4.99. If you want to just buy, like, the standard, film, it's $7.99. And like I said, for the HD version, is for, say $9.99, $10. Okay, so like I said, here is a little bit more description, but I just want to get this very quickly before I go to any more topics, okay? So, it says this: abducted off the sidewalk of suburban America, 15-year-old Danny finds herself submerged into a horrific underground world of human trafficking. With no initial assistance from the police, Danny's mother and an ex-prostitute take to the streets in an effort to find her before it's too late. So it's an action. They got it in jeans. It's like 3 different ones, like action, drama, suspense. So very, very, like I said, I definitely will put, probably in there, like, why you should watch the game. It looks like the rating's 13 and up. So I do not know if this is like a PG-13 or a rated R movie exactly, but, definitely watch that. I'm definitely going to find some way to make sure that I put that in the description of why you should watch that. I don't know if it's a hashtag, but I sure will make a hashtag to put in there just to talk about the importance about talking about such issues, because the real reality, this is happening. And about surroundings, and it's not just children. You got to be careful as a woman. In some cases, maybe the man as well, and so forth, or even kids, boy or girls. You see what I'm saying? Or let's be truthful, boy or girls, or people in the transgender community, or people who may be non-binary and could be also transgender and not binary. You know what I mean? It's just, you just have to be careful. So, and I feel like films like this are very necessary and important to bring awareness to a very troubling issue. And there are people who, that are willing to hurt, steal, and take away people and force them into a line of slavery and have them, okay. Sorry, I'm going to remember, like I said, I just felt like that is very important for stuff like this, to bust bring rings to such topics as this, because this is happening. It's been happening, but it's becoming more obvious. Okay. So, after going about this, because originally I was going to talk about it till I seen, like I said, the notification through, like I said, the Instagram page that y'all should check out and subscribe, okay? Follow. I'm saying subscribe like it's YouTube, but okay. There's a couple topics that I originally was going to probably say in my last podcast, but like I said, because I did it so late, I just really more so talked it more so about how Roddy Ricch is, why probably y'all should check him out. And, I included Lucky Day and Lizzo. And even though this was a YouTuber, Lennar Young, because he really got skits that sometimes have music and, probably widest arts and idea and the dish. Like I said, he's talented. I watch his channel. And that's how I found about Roddy Ricch, is from his channel. I'm saying this again, just in case, no one's, like the people who maybe listen, the people who maybe listen to podcasts now may not have listened to the last one, may not even be YouTube, or they be on YouTube and seen like that one video like 2 weeks ago and then decide to listen to one here, you know what I mean? So if there's anybody who listens to every video or every podcast / video, that's my own sound effect. Okay, that's my hands clapping. I just want to let y'all know that, just in case it sounds like someone else. But anyway, so in this particular, I want to talk about, first of all. Now I brought up Fizz the Flat in April. Again, talking about Omario's unbotherness. I think the beginning of last month, so it's last year. Or in November. I forgot. I know it was not too far long ago. Now, the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood finally had ended like mid-December of last month, so last year. And now we even have started the Love and Hip Hop Miami for this year. Along that, we're already like how many episodes into Love and Hip Hop New York. So, there's a couple of people, I'm going to keep it real, that said that, already knew it wasn't going to take long, that April Jones and possibly Fizz the Flat relationship was going to go downhill, okay? And by the way, there's videos with Marion with the sage. He's like, showing how you bless yourself from the crown all the way down. He got his sage. He's, basically, I don't know, king himself or blessing himself in the king circle around where his crown is, and bless up. He got the sage. He is saged out. Okay, I'm like, see, he needs to not only have his own cologne called Botherness, he needs his own sage line, incense line, okay, money oil line, peace line. You know what I'm saying? Meditation, Christmas, Christmas meditation online, with his music, could just be like, you still be mostly like, if you're gonna have meditation, how they really don't, unless they're telling you to like breathe in, breathe out. A lot of meditation, because I used to like hear the meditation when I was younger, when I was a little girl, or my mom and two sisters would sometimes my mom do the one, or whatever, right? I was, on like, when I mean little kid, I was barely on my toddler stage, like 5 or 6 years old, y'all. I would be in there the first like 5 minutes, mostly 9 times out of 10. But once they get like to close your eyes, and I'm sitting here wondering like, okay, once we get apart, you close your eyes, open up your third eye, whatever, blah, 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 and let the light from come reach you head to toe, which is sometimes where I hear about when you like when I listen to like Christian meditation, sometimes the same way where they have like a light from head to toe and you breathe in and out. Some of the same things they have that in meditation, that's not, spiritual, but it's not saying connected to God. You know what I mean? So I would leave the darn room and just leave because, like breathe in and out. You hear, sail away, say, so, or Mario can kind of sing that, whoa, he ain't got like sing, maybe give some instructions. Now breathe in and out. I mean, people probably streamed that because, like I said, he just giving them bonus. But back to April Fizz the Flat. Now, Fox Soul, which I've been seeing, like I say, clips of Claudia Jordan's. If y'all know about her, she used to be, kind of like on the radio, Love and Hip Hop. Wrong show. Real Housewife was Atlanta one time, and she was, used to be on Jamie Foxx show, the Foxhole, and stuff like that. So she has a show, and they've been showing a couple clips. It's this new channel, Fox Soul. I don't know which company has this. I mean, as far as cable or satellite dish or stream, but I know, Uverse, we got, switch back to Uverse, they DirecTV switches back to Uverse. We don't have it, but it was a clip, where April Jones is talking to Claudia Jordan that's circling around the Instagram, and it was basically asking, where are you, Little Fizz, and we're standing now? Because what has happened a week or something ago, that Little Fizz the Flat, and April Jones have like stopped following each other. And some people, the connection to sometimes social media and what is posted and what is not posted, or even like apps such as YouTube or so forth or whatever, sometimes a lot is being said or nothing's being said at all. And sometimes people do stuff for illusion. And some people, they may not follow each other, but that does not mean they're cool in real life. You know what I mean? Or they just do that just because, like, like some parents might not be following their kids and they both got Instagrams. You know what I mean? And they cool as hell. They could, visit each other every day, talk every day, blah, blah, blah. And they may not be, following each other and stuff like that. Even though sometimes it may seem like, okay, why they're not following each other. And I mean, there's people who have deleted photos, say they not with that person no more. What happens 2 seconds later? They back with that person and stuff like that. Even if they deleted all the photos. So, going back to everything, like I said, even whether or not you even have, like people, give like certain things about their life, what they post, what they say on like the YouTube and the gram. Like, for example, I ain't gonna lie, people who post up if they've been in relationships and then they have the information they broke up and then you don't start seeing them again anymore, that'd be questionable. But, that doesn't mean just because even the person doesn't post who they're with doesn't mean they're not with anybody or suddenly do. So, but they unfollowed each other. And that's what a couple Instagram pages were saying. So now, they follow each other. And like I said, some, Lovey T had made a video about it. About Billy allegedly they broke up. And just all April Jones did was like show a post, I guess, where she was dancing some darn music or whatever. And that was a response. But Felicia Flat hasn't said anything about it. So, when she's on this show, this They Got Live with Claudia Jordan, she basically says that this is where we're at right now, basically, I'm paraphrasing, that she's focused on his son Cam, and she's focused on her kids, and that's just the way that they are. So, that's not saying that they're together, but it's not surprising, but like I said, it's still kind of like, it's not answer the question yes or no, but hey, so I wonder if they are still living with each other. I don't know, it's a contract with us, so I don't know what that means, since they focusing, did she move out, whatever the case was, blah, blah, blah. And Claudia Jordan asks us a question about, in the same clip, and then it kind of goes off, because it really was just the clip was focusing on her answer to the unfollow of this couple, okay? Former couple, I guess. We're going to put parentheses because she didn't answer the question. Because it could have been, even if they had followed each other, it could have been, like a publicity stunt to get people to, like, keep it going in the blogs, get some attention. And they didn't do that, you know what I mean? So it turns out that she's just like, they just focus on that. But when Claudia asks, like, did she break up the band? Here's the thing. Now, she was like, well, the band was already broken before it happened. I don't think so. And I do agree with her at this point. It's because, y'all, Fist the Flat choices is what caused, the band was already broken up. That was true several years prior to that. But more so, even down to Omarion deciding not to tour with them. It's just really how everything went down. But we cannot say straight up or say to blame April that she is the reason why this didn't go through. You know what I mean? Like, in the end of the day, Fist of Flat, didn't have to pursue, nor did she have to sit there and say, yeah, agree to it neither. You know what I mean? But what I mean is by that is that, say for example, Fist the Flat didn't have to come on her, and even if she came on him, he could have been like, hell no, and just left it like, my boy, be whatever the hell, whatever. But, or my former bandmate, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying is, so, even remember J Book, they had like, was saying, like last month / last year, or around this time about, once the tour came out, and we found out it was a New Millennium Tour, and it had nothing to do. It was like J Book, like 99 majority of the time, as he says, fizzle pop. in, that clip of that live that he did, that it was mostly really the actions of Fizz the Flat, not more so April, like I said. So it is what it is, but so next, also, y'all, I had talked about this last week about this new temporary show, but it's only through 3 episodes. It might be a tester. Maybe that's why they're doing only 3 episodes with the series, and then you had to get information, to get people to do the interviews, and, get the person and one of the people in the relationship, because, like, they only have 3, with the last week was Lisa Left Eye Lopez, God rest her soul, and I always got Aaron, her ex, that she was on and off again. Aaron, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. This week, that actually came out, I think it came out yesterday, on the 10th, was Biggie and Faith Evans' love story. They didn't even have people. They had, like, in the clips of Charlie Baltimore. She was a rapper, Google her, whatever, she was also with Biggie. So I was like, I didn't see no clips of Lil' Kim in there. Faith Evans and Lil' Kim has reconciled and went past their differences, I think. I don't know how many years ago, but it's been, some years, and they reconciled. Hook. I even think that they going to tour together was about the thing going to tour. I don't know. But anyways, y'all, what happened was that there is an article in the Jasmine brand that Faith basically was misled a lifetime, but like I said, the next one is going to be Anna Nicole, like a Playboy legend, then it was kind of, but she passed away too. So like I said, all 3 of these couples, y'all, if y'all watch these, whether you watch 1, 2, or 3 of this limited series, limited series, literally, one of the people they're all deceased. Okay. And all deceased in 3 different ways. Like, unfortunately, the passing of Lisa Left Eye Lopez was in a car crash. Biggie, unfortunately, was a victim of a set-up drive-by, basically. So forth. And Anna Nicole died, I think, okay, let's make sure I got that right before I sit here and start saying that, because I know that her son, God rest her, because she had 2 kids, if y'all don't know what Anna Nicole is. But, he passed away, I think, from, drug, cause of death, accidental drug overdose. Okay? And it might have been, unfortunately, like I said, it might have been maybe because of her grieving with, her son, because her son had passed away, okay. He occasionally appeared in Mother's E! Network. Retaliated, died in September, age 20, after an accidental overdose. So, he had passed in 2006, rest his soul, and his mother passed away in 2007. Okay, wait a minute. As I'm saying, this might have been, okay, wait a minute. Okay, she died February 8, 2007. Her son died September the 10th, 2006. So that's, that ain't even, not even a whole year later. So it might have been, unfortunately, her grieving and her not to deal with the fact that one of her kids, passed away. I mean, of course I'm speculating, I don't know. But the exact same reasons that they passed away and not even a whole year from each other, even if they did, unfortunately, remember, this is, of course now it's at the third person, with Nick Gordon passing away. But remember, Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, passed away in a tub and accidental drug overdose, allegedly. And it's the same thing with, like, Bobby Christina, the same thing.
And she passed away where her mother passed, but she was in a coma for 6 months, and they ended up, I think, pulling the plug. So seeing this, even though it was a couple years later, not exactly back to back, it's just really sad about the connections. And that's just like, Tree, I don't want to get her name mispronounced, especially the fact that for her passing. But, you know, that young lady, unfortunately, that was killed in her apartment by, by somebody abusing their damn power and just shooting in the damn house. You know, that whole apartment thing. She was playing games with her nephew. Her father passed away not too long ago, a couple months ago, probably from heartache, you know. And her mom just passed away like a day or two ago. And it's like, oh my gosh. So, God bless her, that's a lot. But yeah, y'all, just talking about going back. I know, like I said, y'all, you had to get used to me jumping back and forth. But yeah, going back to the faith episode, she said she basically was misled. She thought it was going to be like focused on kind of the love story between her and B.I.G., but not, you know, all this other stuff. So yeah, you know, but you have to be careful. I mean, sign up for it. I don't know how, maybe she didn't know they were going to say certain stuff or whatever. But I mean, she's in there. She is saying her story, just like I started to see, you know, like some of Lisa's relatives, some, you know, Aaron's, I hope I'm saying his name right, relatives, including himself, are up there, you know, if loved ones are talking about the situation. So, like I said, I got to finish the rest of it because I seen the first, like, maybe 20 minutes of the story. So anyways, besides that, like I said, that seemed to be good. There's also another series to check out, like true crime, a true life crime, and I think it's the guy Nev that's supposed to be hosting it. And I only seen the first 3 minutes, so I gotta wait for the first episode. They talk about, it seems like it's a new generation of unsolved mysteries, but for generation, not the millennials, but it's a generation X, Y, or Z. Okay, you know, like the younger generations type of thing. I don't know. I'm just guessing because remember that young lady who mysteriously died. You know, they found her dead in the freezer of a hotel drink. So that's the first story. I have to re-record it again because I had to disconnect. Make a long story short, it was a lot of things recording at the time that I recorded. So I clicked off that show and just re-recorded it for the next time it comes on. And the other shows to see how this, you know, like I said, it reminds me of an Unsolved Mystery, you know, but the newer version of it. By the way, y'all, when I watch Jaylee's Corner, check out her channel. The reason I brought her up is I don't know if she's going to do any more, but she reviewed the new season. They started, and Neve got a new co-host. It was somebody, I guess, in the Numitor tribe because, you know, Max has been left, if y'all know anything about the catfish. And the reason why I was brought up that it was a couple episodes that even though it's been like, 5-something years before, that I actually reviewed catfish, but not like a whole season or nothing, just a couple episodes. But even including the episode, The Fat Kelly Price. If y'all seen it, y'all know what I mean, Lord. Anyway, now that makes me want to probably watch the season and record it because the way she described, like, the person, you know how sometimes some of these people who come out to be the catfisher, if you watch the show Catfish, they come out just like that one girl thought she was talking to a girl and turned out to be she was fooled by a 17-year-old or just barely turned 18, and, you know, she all talking all this smack, whatever. And it's the person who catfish sometimes. Some of them are sorry, and some of them, you know, like sorry or guilty, to have different responses or want to play the victim. Oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then it's more interesting, and it's like, dang, y'all, you're the ones mad, and you the one caused this issue, you know, whatever, even though the person that had to deal with, you know, being, you know, like, accepted being catfish for 3 to 4 or 5, sometimes months or years, okay? And even though it's red flags, and, you know, the person has a meaning behind, they had to go to this damn show in order to find that out. The person ended up, like, basically getting the one with the attitude, because they even showed Michael a little clip for like 20 seconds, on the Shade Room with that mess, which she, yeah, blah, 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 and it's like, you don't want to cause this shit, and as far as like the person who has the attitude is the one who caused it. They've been catfishing, frying fish, catfish, tilapia, whatever else. Okay, Coney for you. You know what I mean? And they're the ones with the attitude. That's interesting to me. Like, seeing some of these people who turn out to have attitude problems, and they are the ones who have started the madness and cause, and they're using other people's IDs in order, to get people's attention and so forth, and had to hide behind sometimes several masks and mask themselves. Or some of them may be doing it, because, they're trying to get some bags, okay? But, hustling that way. But, that's just interesting. I just wanted to point that out. Also, one more last thing I wanted to talk about real quick before I get off here. Now, if y'all heard about the Breakfast Club, now, just to bring this back real quick, if y'all heard of the Breakfast Club, you got Angela Lee, DJ Indy, and Charmaine. I ain't about to say the guy because he's Charmaine, okay? Now they came after, if y'all remember, Come On Son. If y'all know who the heck that did that, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I remember they replaced them on like a certain show. I mean, he's still on the radio, but he's been legend. If y'all remember Yo MTV Raps, then y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, now Ed Lover, yeah, okay, and Dre. And obviously, I know Dre's dealing with a lot of health problems and stuff like that, as well. So keeping your prayers. So, here's the thing here. Now, it's been tension. It's all this stuff has been tension, especially with Gucci Mane had this interview with Charmaine and called, who said that she's a bit, also said other stuff. So it was some tension, like, like, okay, what's going on with them, whatever, right? Was it going to come back or whatever? So here's the thing here. I question this because I want to know how the hell this came about, why this happened, and why the hell this happened, okay? Now, I may put this in the title of chocolate molded buns or chocolate molded ass. I don't know, maybe that may be too much. Chocolate molded buns or chocolate molded buttocks. No, that made me sound like, I'm just going to say chocolate molded buns. Okay. Or booty butt cheeks. No, that would be too much. Who can forget that legendary song from Boondocks? Who? I don't know. I mean, unless they do have like Auntie Jennifer Lewis like play the auntie and stuff. That was a good idea. Dunar DeBar. He's a talented singer and stuff. It's the artist. But yeah, because I mean, that's from talented. Because God was so that John Witherspoon. Yippee-dee. Okay. But anyway. Now, I've seen this video, and I question what the hell is going on. Now, both DJ Envy is married, even though he, been dabbling, he been dabbling and blah, 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 whatever, right? Charmaine, has been questioning some of his behavior, you know what I mean? And we probably don't know, probably been dabbling his eggplant into some deep creases of a vaginal cavity. Okay, I know that probably where to make some. It's probably in some coop. Been dipping in some cats. Okay, we're gonna say it like that. Dipping in some cats. Anyway, so now I seen this clip, y'all, and Charmaine was like, "Open this present." DJ B was like, "Okay, what is this?" He opens it up, y'all. And he got a mold of his ass. Now, it didn't look like the type of mold that you could penetrate, whatever, right? The reason why I'm so careful is I definitely plan on doing the story time because I used to work at Priscilla's. Now it's formerly known because it still is not too far away. It's not a neighborhood or anything, but it's like 10 minutes away going to traffic. It's not that far away from where I'm at because I used to work there when I was like 19. And it's called Priscilla's, but it's like Adam and Eve, these these adult toy stores and stuff like that, y'all. And they sell, they don't sell like the real sex dolls there. Yeah, I'm getting graphic, but I mean it is what it is. They don't sell like the ones that look realistic and stuff, or mannequin like the real, like mannequin like whatever, or almost somewhat at times could pass on the real person features. Those are bullet dolls, but they have parts. Okay, they have mouths, male feet. Okay, like I said, I'm going to too many damn things. They have. Okay, sorry, I got a notification. They have mouths for that. And they sell parts with people, okay? They have the male and female. Like I said, they have one show, have a section for that, okay? So, but this mold, looking at it, like I said, I wouldn't really say for a story time. I don't know if it's going to be in a podcast or not. But, like I said, here's the thing. Dennis got his balls. It lost a grip of the ball. And I'm wondering, like, what did he make this mold for? Why? Why did he have the time to do this? And he's saying, like, it's a gift to him, telling even DJ AV to stick his big breath. And he's just like, because this is given to DJ Envy. Okay. And in the front looks like, it's a mold, but it's not a, like I said, it's like a mold, but it's not like in a sex toy, but it's still a graphic thing with, and it's ball, and he's just like, trying to make tomorrow, be careful, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, and even tell him to put lotion on his DVD, and even though he's talking smack, he actually puts lotion, probably Vaseline's finest company, on this mold ass, and I'm confused, like, why did he give him a present of a mold of his chocolate ass, as he says? And don't forget the scroll. But like I said, it's just the scroll. It's the balls part. It's not like a front, because they pick it up and you just see, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if you're supposed to hang it up like a design piece or something, but it's a silicone material. It's the same material of the good toys, where it's the private section of the toys that you might probably see in Spencer. I didn't even know Spencer used to sell those on that. But like I said, I used to work at a place that sell adult retail stuff. I mean, they sell lingerie and all that stuff too. But like I said, adult retail things, okay? But I'm just like, what is this for? And he's telling me, even sticking it after DJ even intended, like he's stuck for it. So I don't know if it's meant for penetration or not, but he was just saying, like, you be careful with my body. But I don't think it's meant to be a sex toy, because when they lifted it up in the front, like I said, it was holes and stuff in it. Now, if it's like meant for a guy to slide the eggplant inside, when he lifted the front, it would have been like a hole, like a deep, like a, I don't know to say a pouch, but it would have been like you could see the back of the hole. So it's like a slit to put it in there. Okay. So, like I said, I know, not because I used those, well, okay, never mind. Okay, but anyway, what I'm going to say is, that's how I know about those. So, it was no slit for penetration of it. But I'm confused, y'all. What the hell do y'all think about that? Why was that do they think this is funny? Is this, for these guys to be considered that they're supposed to be heterosexual and they're straight males, why was this gift given? Why did DJ Envy didn't throw it across the damn room? If it's something that way, it was just, what the hell? Why? Did they even, I don't think they even brought up, like, why did he do this? And why did DJ accept it? Like, you really took the time to make a pick. There's so many other things he could have did. But why? Why to remember his ass? What, for him to kiss us? Okay, you know what? There's so many questions here. Now, I'm about to get off here now. Of course, I gave y'all another long-ass video. Video/podcast. Hugs and loves. God bless everybody. Good night. And, like I said, y'all have a good winter break. Be safe. God bless. Hugs and loves. See you on the next one. And, how do y'all feel about chocolate molded buns? That's what I'm going to put. Chocolate molded buns. Also in the thing. And by the way, it's the Queen, legendary Mary J. Blige, and her boots' birthday. So, anyway, hugs and love. See y'all on the next one, y'all. Y'all take care.